My mistakes have been put on the public stage. Other people's mistakes aren't. And there are many things that are good, but good news doesn't sell papers, and bad Fergie sells.
She had been working for Soho House since at least 2005.
Sometimes the loudest secrets are the ones whispered in private rooms long before anyone becomes famous. And according to those who claim to know what truly happened behind London's velvet ropes, Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York herself, has been carrying a collection of stories about Meghan Markle's earliest days in the city.
Many people in this world are lost. It's excruciating to live with past mistakes. It is so difficult. I always would like to change so many things in my past, but I can't. I've got to move forward, and it's very difficult to go back over them.
Stories that reportedly unfolded not in palaces or cathedrals, but in dimly lit lounges, rooftop gatherings, and the secluded VIP corners of Soho House, where the powerful gather quietly and introductions are worth more than money.
Once a Soho House basic, always a Soho House basic bitch.
These were the years Meghan rarely talks about. The years before Prince Harry. The years when names mattered more than faces, and influence travelled faster than headlines. According to insiders, Meghan did not rise through London society by chance. Invitations did not arrive by accident. Friendships did not form randomly. Everything, they say, was timed.
Meghan has always had this very, very strange fascination with Soho House, very much this weird obsession with it.
Every room she entered had a purpose. Every relationship carried weight. And always, according to long circulating rumours, Sarah Ferguson was somewhere nearby. Those who claim proximity to Sarah say she was never just a silent figure in high society, she was a survivor of it. She had fallen from grace once already and learned what happens when the palace closes its doors. So when Meghan entered those same London circles, glowing with ambition and confidence, long before royal life was even hinted at, Fergie allegedly noticed immediately. Different face, same game. Insiders allege that Fergie saw something familiar in Meghan, a hunger not for fame, but for position. She supposedly watched as Meghan navigated private dinners and exclusive events with ease, not as a wide-eyed outsider, but as someone who understood the rules of power very quickly. It wasn't acting, it was adaptation. And Fergie, they claim, recognized it because she had once lived it. For years, Meghan has publicly maintained a simple story. She met Sarah Ferguson only on her wedding day. But according to those who whisper from inside elite social circles, that version of events does not match what they remember. Some insist Meghan and Fergie crossed paths far earlier, moving within the same tightly controlled social networks. Rooms filled with people who never appear in tabloids but quietly shape futures. These were not celebrity gatherings, they were not Hollywood parties. These were rooms where careers were redirected, marriages were influenced, and power changed hands without a single photo being taken. Insiders say this is where Fergie first took notice, not out of jealousy, but curiosity. Then comes the wedding in Jamaica. Not a royal event, not a glamorous premiere. A modest island ceremony, small, awkwardly intimate, and impossible to isolate from reality. According to those who claim knowledge of the guest list, the attendees included Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, Prince Andrew, Princess Eugenie, and Sarah Ferguson herself. There were no grand entrances, no dramatic corridors, just narrow aisles and close seating. Everyone saw everyone. And this, insiders say, is where the dynamic allegedly shifted. Rumours claim Meghan did not arrive in the same way Harry did. While Harry reportedly travelled commercially, insiders allege Meghan's arrival was arranged differently, through connections tied to the Soho House network. Names such as Marcus Anderson and billionaire Ron Burkle are softly repeated in these stories, always accompanied by the same suggestion: access. Nothing has been proven, nothing confirmed. But in elite spaces, perception can be as powerful as fact. And fixed in the middle of it all, according to sources, sat Sarah Ferguson, watching carefully. Soho House was never just a club, insiders claim. It was an ecosystem. a place where identities could be rewritten and futures quietly engineered. And according to long-standing rumours, it was Meghan's training ground. People who claim knowledge of those years say Meghan learned quickly how to navigate wealthy social circles, how to speak differently depending on the room, how to listen more than she spoke, and remember everything she heard. Those same sources say Sarah Ferguson wasn't impressed by beauty or charm. She was impressed by strategy. The public story says Meghan met Harry through a blind date. Insiders offer a quieter version. They say Meghan was already moving near royal-adjacent figures long before Harry's name ever became public in her story. That she had been introduced indirectly through the same social veins that fed the upper class of London. That her orbit was carefully aligned long before collision ever occurred.